Welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Tonight we continue Torna, the Golden Country. We're 10 hours in and it's great, especially once the textures load. Magic texture load. Well, one day we'll get there. Oh, there they are. All right, cool. It's such an interesting problem Xenoblade 2 has there. Man, look at what Malos did over here. He takes nice little chunks out of stuff, man. Glad he wasn't throwing that around at me in the main game, huh? Might have caused some issues. We stopped right before a campsite. Let's get camping.
Your sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Laura is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think? All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
Just watch them all sleep at this point, I guess. Quiet crackling of the fire. Mithra's hair defying gravity. It's like stock straight out the back, even though she's laying sideways. Laura's hair waving in the wind still, even though she's laying down.
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indal?
I got rid of his smile.
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Protecting his heart with a mask of lies. Sounds like the plot to a Persona game.
Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indal have been quite grand. The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Yeah, the refugee camps an end all at this time period too.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what a Malthus... No. What all of humanity really
Oh,
wants?
don't lump all of humanity in with the Malthus.
You don't mean it.
She was doing so well with her prediction up to that point.
What are we going to do if we defeat Malice anyway?
Celebrate?
You know. Like I told Hugo. Go home and work the land.
Become farmers. Princely
I didn't
farmers.
get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
Who is this?
Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right?
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more.
Oh, really?
What a waste of a human being.
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think. The project we spoke of before, I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean
Blade Eater.
a blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
And you can control him?
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay and he will die. I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
So you're trying to take down Malos. We must. He's already sunk the sea and Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of Allrest. Of course we can't, but he's the Aegis, man. You can't just go up and try to fight him all on your own. You can when you've got another Aegis in the party. Word. Even still. In any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna, not necessarily to bring Malos to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peaceably. You do that, it'll be a damn sight better than getting yourselves killed for no good reason. Ouch. Minoth here is a blade of a Malthus, just like Malos. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You're saying he's being realistic? I'm being realistic. If it's Amalthus saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. You still trust him even after everything he's done? Whatever he does, it's for his own benefit. You're just pawns in his game. We all are. It does seem better to act upon the information we do have rather than to move around aimlessly. Alright, so what will you do now, Menoth? Now? I join your little traveling troupe. How else am I going to keep tabs on you? I suppose so. If you're going to the capital, I assume you're well equipped for the desert. Well equipped how? Oh, so you're just going to go in there and collapse from desert fever. Fantastic. Desert fever? An endemic disease caused by fungi. There's no harm to blades, but to humans it can be lethal. Hey, bad latency, welcome back to the stream. Why haven't we heard of this? I forgot. Dumbass? You tried to get us killed before we even find Malus? Let's see to it that that doesn't happen, shall we? We'll need to get enough medicine for Adam, Hugo, Milton, Mikhail, and me. Okay, we'll have to backtrack a bit, but it should have something back at the resistance camp. If we can collect the ingredients, they should be able to make enough antimycotics for all 5 of us humans. What do we need? Tawny carrots and nest extract, I believe. Well, we picked up the nest extract last time. Hey, Belle de Jour, welcome back to the stream. We can get the tawny carrots around the Torna grasslands. And to obtain the next extract, we shall have to defeat Somalia nests. Alright, then let's get going.
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
Alright. Let's see what we need. Also, I'm gonna work on moving myself to like here when we're roaming about and in combat, and here when we're in cutscenes, so I'm not in the way. See if I can do that. All right. Did we get a? We didn't get a land. We got a landmark back there. Let's get a landmark up here before we go back. Or not. Or it's like, no, you don't get to get a landmark. Tough. Deal with it. Oh, apparently we already have all the ingredients. Can I not just... Oh, we have to ask Mungo to make the medicine. We can't just make it ourselves. Okay. So be it. How you guys doing tonight? You ready for some Torna?
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Hello there, Mungo. Prince Adam and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, you were so kind as to come here in order to obtain the desert traversing preparation? Bang on the mark. There's enough tawny carrots and nest extract for several people's share of remedies. Oh, very good. It never hurts to be well provisioned. You've no idea how touched I am. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the resistance and the people of Valletta. Always nice when you're just done with the quest before it starts. Huh? Looks like you finally found it within your heart to bear the burdens of Torna, your majesty. Wonderful. Sorry, Munger, I'm not sure how I follow you. To think this day would finally come. The long years I've spent waiting for your majesty to ascend the throne. Adam, you aren't thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No, the thought hasn't even crossed my mind. Where's all this coming from, Mungo? Yes, his majesty, the king, has a kind heart, no doubt about it. A little too kind at times to do what he must. I feel that many of his subjects... See here, I didn't move, so I'm never going to remember to do this. Many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the prince could offer. Prince Adam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Your Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say. Prince Adam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that your Majesty has at least an equal portion. I concur absolutely with the Gian, your Majesty. I really think you're making too much of this charisma of mine. Anyways, I could never usurp the lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? That's a terrible shame if you ask me, your Majesty. I don't know if you were serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, that kind of talk is unwise to say the least. Prince Zatar is notoriously insecure. If he heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting? It's alright for some. Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. Well, I was certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, Your Majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. Then you can stop addressing me as Your Majesty. Well then, my good apothecary, for how much can we acquire your fine desert medicine? Ah yes, the purpose of your visit. Forgive me, I'm a little sidetracked there. I'll just take the ingredients and combine them post-haste. There we are. Desert medicine for 5. Thank you, Mungo. Alright then, now at last we can finally cross Let Bridge and make for the capital. I'll pray for the safety of your journey, Your Majesty. Alright. First you gotta break the enemy, then you can topple them.
Glad we were able to help out.
Alright. Do a quick once over. Make sure we've done all the quests here. I think we have, but you know, they can pop up at a moment's notice. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can teleport a little closer.
What a pleasant stroll.
Nice.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Okay. And we're back where we started. Oh, there's people here now. Be my friend. Join my community. Do it, do it, do it. All right. I tried. That's how you get followers on Twitch too. Secrets revealed.
Let's polish up the structure.
What do you make? A happy encounter.
Now, who'd make a good lead?
Ooh. Make the wing booster.
Success.
Geometric gears for a lot of this stuff.
I will challenge myself today.
That uses nest extract too. Poor Adam was cursed with the charisma of a bard. Is that a curse?
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Aha! Looking around for... Oh! Let's see.
Very good. We can stay here for the day.
Something wrong?
No, but this place is familiar somehow. It feels like it anyway.
Is it possible you've been here before?
I have no memory of it. But still.
Maybe you could just have a little walk around.
Is this where he finds that journal from his
Something might
previous
jog your
self that tells him how to be a flesh eater?
Yeah. Maybe so.
Maybe. We saw that cutscene in the previous one. Hyber Village. I read Hyper Village at first, and I was like, oh, everybody here's Hyper?
We
I'm
intrepid.
something of an expert.
Hyber. Close. Look at that, they got drugs hanging out behind their house in these green barrels. That's why they're so hyper.
Slow and steady.
See? I knew you could do it.
Boom! Jamming 2. Silver earrings. We don't know what those do.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Let us check. heals party gauge on excellent specials. Minor effect. Alright. Alright, we got a main quest here with the Hyber Huntsman. And one over here is Martha, the monster a monster granny. Does that mean she's the grandmother to a monster? She's a horrible grandmother that she... I don't know.
This is becoming addictive.
Monster granny. Just exploring a little bit.
With me, treasure.
I know some treasure. Sunlight I2s. Apparently, a lot of times when you find a chest with like an accessory in it or an ox core, it tends to have multiple of the same one.
This is becoming addictive. You're coming with me, treasure. You're coming with me, treasure.
I see that. Dark defense up 2. Dark defense up 2. Yeah, the amount of these green barrels that are just everywhere is disturbing when you consider that they're full of no-pon drugs, basically. Like, they're just everywhere. They're prolific.
Looks like we're out of snacks.
Out of snacks? Cancel the whole adventure, guys. We gotta go back and cook some snacks. That's unacceptable.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Pretty wildflowers, which we have now picked, and they will soon die. All right.
The suspense is killing me.
Hunter's chemistry, opening art. See what I mean?
Aren't we intrepid?
I know the drill.
Entomology. Oh, those slate pieces. I think that's number 9 out of 16. So we are officially into the second half.
The suspense is killing me.
More drugs. Element orb prioritizer. That sounds interesting. Does that help you make sure you hit the ones that's gonna break? Because if so, that's super cool. Was that an ox core? Yeah. Targets damaged elemental orbs when not used in opposing chain. Yeah, so that automatically goes for the ones that'll break. That's pretty sweet. That could come up if you don't plan correctly. If you plan well, you don't even need that, but if you don't, it's very useful. And I don't see any more.
Looks like we're out of snacks.
Oh my god, we keep running out of snacks. And all that. Can we get on the roof here? We can. And we will. But is there a reason to? That remains to be seen. It doesn't look like it, does it? Oh. So suddenly an Assassin's Creed game. Right. But without stacks of hay to jump into, it's just not safe to play that way, guys. We gotta go back to the ground level. Alright, let's start talking to all these people before the main quest here. The Hyber Huntsman, Buzz. Well met there, travelers. Oh, so the repairs to Let Bridge are finished, are they? We were a sleepy village to begin with, but after the bridge fell, our trickle of visitors dried up completely. I'm glad the bridge is fixed. Say, if you're planning on crossing the Danag Desert from here, it'd be a good idea to rest up in the inn first. It's tough out there in the desert, even for strong drivers and blades. Good advice. Ooh, I didn't check these guys out. It's good for any blade in slot 3, huh? We have accessories. You fit every need. Yeah, I mean the last slot to go in the chain attack. Yeah. Please buy anything that catches your eye. Ooh, 20% max HP. 20% strength. Still flat dex and agility. 20% crit damage. Damage dealt to toppled. Alright. Those are cool. We got 151,000 monies. And then we have to sell a bunch of stuff for one of the affinity charts. All right, these are an upgrade for a lot of people. Last time we broke down and bought these at a store, though, it ended up finding them or better not long after, so I'm gonna hold off for the second. Let's talk to Monster Granny. It's certainly rare to meet drivers and their blades. I came here to investigate monsters. It's quite the life for an old lady. Wouldn't trade it for the world. You see, you seem like reliable young tykes. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. If you want to know more about this village, though, you'll have to ask someone else. I'm just a visitor here. So she's Monster Granny because she's like a grandmother who's like big into like hunting monsters or something? Or just into monsters in general? Alright. Interesting. Who are you? What is your name? Who is your daddy? What does it do? No? Alright. Some people just don't want to talk to me. Whoa, cool! It's been ages since I saw the drivers and blades. This village is so small, it only got 2 houses and an inn. Used to be way bigger, but people don't really come by anymore. It used to be bigger, but people don't come by. Like, did you dismantle the other homes some people left? If you're gonna stay at Tio's Inn, come by and play with me, okay? Monster Granny gets a quest chain. I mean, we're doing all the quests, but even if we weren't, we would definitely do the Monster Granny quests. How do you not do the Monster Granny quests? All right, so here's the innkeeper of Hyber. It's Teo. Where Teo? Drivers and blades. If you've come to cross the Danik Desert, you come and stay at my inn first. I don't have much to share with you, but will you let me do what I can? There's a reason I've been running this inn for the past 70 odd years, you know. Dude, how old are you? You've been running the inn for 70 years? Is this dude like in his 90s? I like helping folks. Sure. Please come in. He's been running the inn for 70 years.
Hey, you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
Aha.
Ornelia? No, I'm...
From the Territorial Defense Corps. It is you!
What?
Oh, I remember him well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then.
Yeah, we saw this in the main game.
Slung across your back. You were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House?
That's where he finds the book that tells him how to be a flesh eater, right?
I'll check out the back.
It's interesting.
Good.
Playing through the game and seeing the scenes that we already saw in the main game that are actually really more scenes from this game. Oh man, that's gonna bother me. Like the bookshelf being like, this one's like this. I gotta fix it, man. Sorry. I'm not OCD, I swear. I just want to fix the shelf. It's like it's missing one of the pegs and you gotta flatten it out. Put something on it. I don't... I'm fine.
My, how terribly desolate. I heard it's been 90 years, but... What is it? Did you remember something?
It was initially going to be part of the main game? How would that have worked?
Really? That's too bad.
Have like flashback chapters?
I would like to have learned about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change.
He is who he is, man.
Laura, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
Huh? But...
That was such an awesome line.
What?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
But...
I don't think...
Not as bad as the first one.
No, I didn't mean to.
No,
we're not doing any blushy crushy over here.
And you know it.
Laura, what do you...
Good times, smiling faces. It's her, right? Or Nelia here?
Yes, I think it is.
Standing next to you, with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo.
Really?
Let's do it.
Of us together.
The whole group. Yeah.
I'm sorry. When did this become a group thing? Me and Jin?
Come now, Laura. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before. Feels nice.
Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Ijian, relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Okay, ready for the photo? Everyone say, Glarna!
Glarna! So you're saying that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was originally going to be this, and instead we got 500 years later? That's interesting.
How long have you been with Adam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one that helped us out.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Laura. You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case. There are some things you don't know about me.
Things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10?
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody.
I mean,
I had to get out of there in a hurry.
it was that or Pokemon trainer.
17 years later, here I am.
Wow, you don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you.
I'm not gonna lie. So far, I'm liking Torna better than the base game.
Me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I almost wish they had done it the opposite way.
That's why I'd like to help, stand by them, just like Jin always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick?
I like Adam. I like Laura.
What? No reaction.
I like Hugo. I like their blades. I like the story so far.
Smiling on the inside.
And if they had made it the main game and let it be like 80 hours long, they could have really fleshed it out a lot more.
I see.
Not that it's not fleshed out. I mean, like, it could have been like,
inspired now. Just the spirit.
It would have been awesome.
We're going to set this world to rights.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't like Rex and crew. I don't know. I'm liking these guys more for right now.
Join in, you know.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you. You know?
Although I do miss Morag and Zeke.
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
I agree, bad latency.
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Adam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
Oh shit.
How long have you been there?
Mithra.
Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
She did the sleepwalking thing back then too.
What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Oh, Mithra.
Hey, quit it! This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that, you simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute! Calm down, both of you! Ow! Come on, take it down! No!
What's all the noise? Is something up?
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
Interesting. It must have been even more embarrassing for her if she'd done that before. Just a thing she does, I guess.
Morning.
Morning.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage. Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them. I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right. And what a charge it is.
All right. Ready for a quick mosey across the desert? That is assuming you've all got your medicine. Right here. It won't leave my side. How about you, Milton? Mikhail? We're all good. I've been keeping tabs on him since morning. Then let's embrace the arid beauty of Danig Desert. We'll be able to see the capital before long. I hope we won't get lost out there. We don't have the luxury. The capital needs to be informed of Malice's intentions as soon as possible. And let us make haste.